Hello guys, quick deck tech video. It's a deck that you've probably heard about before, but it's about to get super cheap, super budget. So it's the new Perspectives combo deck. It's 4 colours. I played up against it and it's actually really competitive. I was playing my electrostatic pummeler deck, which is basically tier 1, and it was kind of 50-50 who was winning. Like, if I could get my pummeler up to 20 I would win, but if not he would win on turn 5. So the deck is a cycling combo deck. This is the win condition, Approach of the Second Sun, you're probably familiar with it. So you have to cast it twice, or at least it can be countered, but the second time you cast it you win the game, and when you cast it it gets shuffled 7 cards down. You probably need 2 of these, but I'll put a deck list in the description. You also need to get to 6 mana to do this, so you can cycle cards for free. So once you do that you can cycle cards infinitely. It's got 8 creatures, 4 of each of these, but you don't actually play them as creatures, you just cycle them. So this one has a great, when you cycle it, its ability is you can search for a land or a basic desert, a basic land or a desert, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle your library. So you want to cycle these to ramp up your land as quickly as you can. And this guy, you can cycle him for 2, and you get to untap a target permanent when you cycle him, which is pretty insane. So you want to enchant your lands. You need 3 Gift of Paradise, 4 Weirding Wood. Those are the 3 mana enchantments that make your land produce 2 mana of any colour. So you've got 7 of those enchantments in the deck. Then you've got 7 fogs, so 4 Haze of Pollen, which also has cycling, and 3 Commencement of Festivities, because you want to prevent combat damage. The only way I was actually beating this guy is by flinging my pummelers at him. So, the other card we need is Shadow of the Grave. It's a sorcerer, no, it's an instant. Return all the cards you've cycled this turn to your hand. So that's really useful once you've got this out. You can just cycle through everything. You cycle these for free, you untap your lands, you float enough mana to cast this twice, you draw all the cards in your deck, and if you run out of cards you Shadow of the Grave them back into your hand and keep doing it, and it's just completely unstoppable. I think Disallow would be the only way to do it. So we've got Scattered Groves is going to be in there. Irrigated farmland, what else? Probably let me flip the page here. Not this one. Yeah, you could change this deck quite a lot if you wanted to. Okay, I can't find my other cycling lands, but anyway, the problem is the expensive part of the deck is the cycling lands. Let's get them out. Oh yeah, I'm going to say put in a couple of Drake Havens too as an alternate win condition unless they lost legacy out your stuff. So yeah, we've got Scattered Groves here. So you probably spend about £30, like $40 on all these cycling lands for the deck, but the deck's about to get super budget because they're releasing common desert lands with cycling in the next set, which is Hours of Devastation. So I did a little deck tech using the cheap lands as a budget option. It might slow down the deck slightly, but it's a really cool deck, and I'd recommend anyone who's wanting to like test out their skills and build a cool cheap deck. to go ahead with it. So it's going to be a $15 deck if you use the cheap lands. So we want 4 of each of the cycling deserts in 4 colours. We need black, white, green and blue. And so yeah, if you want to be competitive in standard and you don't mind playing crazy combo decks, then I think this is the deck for you. I'll put a deck list in the description with the price of the cards. And yeah, let me know how it goes, guys. Have you built this deck? Have you played against it? Can you think of anything cool to do with it? Is there anything you'd replace? Let me know, and thanks for watching. Take it easy.